Hello.
Oh yeah,
I'm doing great. How are you today?
pretty good.
Good. Okay.
How was it? How was that?
How's my weekend? It was pretty good.
Very
We had Easter, right? So
Easter.
Easter was pretty fun. We did.
Easter was. What is
Oh,
Easter?
Easter is a holiday in Canada.
Easter holiday. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Good.
So we went to my parents-in-law's house to buy. I guess we just had like a small party, like some barbecue chicken and
Oh,
stuff
amazing.
like that. But yeah, it was entertaining.
Is this popular? Easter celebrating in Canada.
uh, in Canada, it's very popular. Easter is a holiday for people who like Christians.
Mm.
So yeah, it's super popular in Canada,
Mm. Mm.
but it's not very popular in Vietnam. But
Mm. Mm.
my wife is Catholic, so they celebrate. Yeah, but
In the U.S., so it's
very
National
popular.
Independent Day, National
No,
Ancestor. Huh?
Easter is about Jesus. So
Jesus.
it's about Jesus dying and then coming
Uh,
back to life three
uh,
days later. So it's a little bit different. Like I
okay.
said, a more religious holiday. But yeah,
Thank you.
anyways.
I'll share the. Let's go. Good. Okay. I'll continue. Weekly question. Today's question. What is the best what is the best way to improve your English fluency? My answer, I think the key to speaking English well is to imitate native English speakers. While looking for ways to learning English, I thought copying how native English speaker talk would help me speak more fluently. I've tried it a few times, but I haven't been able to do it well. When I thought about why it uh, could, couldn't copy them well, I realized that native and non-native speaker speak at different speeds. This mainly involves how words are linked and how certain syllables are stressed. Therefore, I believe that the best way to speak English fluently is to imitate the sounds and the rhythmic of a native speaker. That's all.
Very good. Uh, One thing I would mention though is with the colors, it's hard to read. So
Hard to, yeah.
maybe white and black is a bit better
Uh,
than blue and white.
uh,
But
uh,
other than that, that's just a visual
yeah, I
kind of
think
thing.
so. I
Yeah,
think so too.
a little hard to read, but that's okay. That's okay. Uh, okay,
How about
yeah.
you? What is the best way to improve language fluency?
I
Your
think it's
language.
mostly about just speaking in general,
Uh,
getting more and more practice, and not being shy about things. It's very common to be shy about speaking because it's like a different language. It might be difficult for you, but getting rid of that shyness, I think, is pretty important. But
okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Uh,
So let's
I'll
see.
prepare 10 questions. Please ask me.
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, so, have you ever tried shadowing a native speaker?
Yes, I've tried, but I couldn't keep up keep up with the speed.
Mhm. Okay. What kind of? Oh,
Okay, more big. Hmm.
So yeah. What kind of English accent do you want to imitate?
I try to copy how Americans talk, like the natural flow and stuff.
Okay.
What's pronunciation? Stuff and
And
stuff.
stuff.
Stuff will sing.
Things, yeah. We say that quite often in English, like, oh, this and stuff. Like we say
Stuff.
that.
What is different? Stuff and stuff. Stuff.
Uh,
That's the pronunciation.
oh, staff.
Stuff.
Staff.
Stuff.
Staff is more about like people who are working, right? Like
People
my
who are working.
staff at the business, right? But yeah. Okay.
What's
Do you think
pronunciation?
it's important? Oh yeah, so stuff of like lower kind of stuff of and staff.
Staff.
Mhm.
Stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Do you think it's important to sound exactly like a native speaker? Or
I don't
not that
need
important?
to know better. Okay.
Okay,
I don't need to sound perfect, but I do want to get pretty close. Pretty close.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah, hopefully you get pretty close. How do you practice linking words when you speak?
I just repeat full sentences to get the rhythm down.
Okay. We wouldn't necessarily say that in a normal sentence.
Normal sentence.
So that's good for writing. In this way, you might say, I just repeat full sentences to get, or like, I just repeat.
I repeat
Full sentences.
full sentences.
Until I understand
Understand.
it. That's how I would say it. Understand is a bit more popular.
Understand is popular.
Yeah, a bit more popular. Okay. Which phrases do you find hard to copy?
Stuff like wanna and gonna. Still feels kinder awake.
Okay.
Awkward.
Awkward.
Kinder awkward to say naturally. Awkward.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Sure. Sorry. Do you focus more on pronunciation or intonation?
Lately, I've been paying more attention to intonation.
How often do you listen to native English conversations?
I try to listen a bit every day, even if it's just a few minutes.
Okay. What helps you note? Oh, yeah. What helps you notice the rhythm of spoken English?
If I listen to it like music, the rhythms are easier to catch.
Okay. Yeah. True. Okay. Sorry. Do you ever record yourself to check your speaking?
Yeah, I check my pronunciation and how I read stuff in the lesson recording.
Okay. Interesting.
Before another tutors shared me honest. H is a weak. Honestly.
Yeah.
Not honestly.
Yeah. You don't really pronounce the H that much. Yeah. Okay.
Japanese katakana, Japanese hiragana is H is strong sound. Like ha, he, fu, he, ho.
Yeah.
In the English, it's not different style. I learned.
Fair enough. That's true. Okay. How do you feel when you successfully mimic a native speaker?
I feel good. Kinder makes me proud of myself. That's all.
Good.
Do you
Okay.
often use a Kinder? This word.
Kinda.
Kinda.
Kinda makes me feel it. Yeah, people use this quite often because it's not a real word. It's a fake word that people
Oh,
like
really?
to use, right? Like you shouldn't say like kinda means kind of.
Kind of.
Kinda equals kind of. Oh, sorry.
I know.
Kind of.
Kind of person.
Yeah, but
Kind of.
it's just that people say it really fast, so it sounds like kinda. But technically, it shouldn't be like that. So yeah,
gonna be.
yeah, exactly. So be a bit careful with that. Huh? But yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Anyways,
Please
that's
next.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
Ops.
Take your time.
Please wait. Please wait. これかな Okay. I'll share these words, 7 words. Vocabulary, progress, conversation, exposure, small talk, diction, repetition, job. I'll send a chat box. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. So those are the special ones that you're focused on. Gotcha.
Progress.
Okay. When have you felt real progress in your English learning?
I finally feel like my words come out more smoothly when I speak.
Okay. What was the most interesting conversation you had in English?
When I went to Tokyo, I had a nice chat with a foreigner. I got to talking about my hobby, baseball.
Okay. Good. I was happy I got. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. How do you usually get exposure to natural English?
I get a lot of exposure by watching native speakers on YouTube every day and checking my Cambly reviews after each lessons. Yeah.
Okay.
If you have a correct answer and correct sentence for speaking using using casual phrase for speaking native English speaker
Okay.
or follow up question.
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay. Interesting. Good. Yeah, no problem. We can do that for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Do you feel comfortable starting small talk with strangers in English?
I talked to the person next to me about baseball games, and he was super nice. I'm glad we had a bit of a small talk.
Okay. Now, I guess I'm curious on because it says, "Do you feel comfortable?"
Comfortable.
You never really said if you feel comfortable. You just said
Okay.
it's super nice,
Super
right?
nice.
So remember, comfortable is more like, do I feel like I'm strong or I feel like I'm good at it? Like it's kind of like confidence,
Confident.
where you're just mentioning that it's good, right?
Good.
That's a little bit different because it might be good, but you still might not feel comfortable, right? Like I'm glad I did it, but it was still difficult, right? So don't forget to add that part for next time. Have you ever
If we,
noticed someone? Sorry, go ahead.
is this correct answer, or you are anything else, or
Well,
please
I'm just saying that you need to add
add
like, do you feel comfortable? You just said it was good, right? Right? So, for example, you could not be comfortable and the talking in English could still be good, right? Or you could be comfortable and it be good, right? So, just saying that it's nice and you're glad about it doesn't really show if you're comfortable or not. Remember, comfortable is like nervous or not nervous. So, you might want to mention something like, I talked to a person next to me at the baseball games. He was super nice. I wasn't nervous, and I was glad I got to talk to him. Maybe
I was now.
Wasn't or was? I don't know.
I wasn't nervous. Yeah.
So that could be one thing to mention. Nervous, like this.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I wanted the person next to me about baseball game, and I wasn't nervous. But I wasn't nervous. I'm glad we had a bit of small talk. Okay.
Good.
Thank
Have you ever noticed someone with very clear diction? What stood out?
Your pronunciations are really easy to understand, especially because you speak slowly, little bit. Better than another tutor. Another tutor like a machine gun. Yeah.
That's pretty common. Yes. The machine gun method.
Machine gun, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Sorry. What phrases you've remembered through repetition? Which phrases? Or what's phrases?
I keep repeating English lines over and over to get them to stick.
By the way, I would normally say which phrases.
Which phrases?
So you said what's a phrase, but because you're normally talking about more than one in phrases, right? You don't just speak one phrase, right? You probably speak a lot of different phrases. So which phrases so which
phrases
have you remembered? Oops, sorry. Remembered through repetition. This is a bit more common, we would say.
Thank you. Okay. Phrases more than two. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Can you tell me a joke you've heard in English?
It's still kind of hard for me to tell jokes in English, but I'm picking up some from baseball podcast broadcasts and the comedy hit by hit.
Okay.
Do you use hit by hit? Bit by bit?
Bit by bit. Yeah.
Step by step?
Step by step is what I normally say, but it just depends on where you're from. Where I'm from, I say step by step. In other places, people will say bit by bit. So that's not a wrong one, but yeah, you basically just pick which one you prefer. Like I said, I prefer step by step, but if you say bit by bit, no big deal. No big deal. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Last 10 minutes, so let's try role-playing game. Topic: everyday cooking. Hey Troy, I feel like I've made some progress with my English.
That's great. Did you have a conversation recently?
Yeah, I talked to a tourist at the station. I was good exposure for me.
Nice. Did you try any small talk, like asking about the weather?
I did. I said, it's pretty hot there, right? And we laughed.
Awesome. Your diction sounded really clear just now.
Thanks. I think all that repetition with tongue twisters is helping.
Good. That's the spirit. By the way, do you know any English jokes?
That's all.
Good.
It's
Okay. A little shorter one, but that's totally fine. Good.
Tongue twisters. Please, for example, please share the tongue twisters. One of the things.
So tongue twisters would be like, what would it be? She sells by the seashore. Yeah, something like that would be a common one.
Common one.
I don't know how common it is anymore, but that is a pretty common one that people use. But yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Please fill in your blanks. I feel like I've made some progress with my English. Or some development. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
2. Did you have a conversation recently?
Good. Yeah.
As a phrase, so did you have a chat recently?
Yeah, same thing.
No. Same things. Okay.
I think people would use chat probably a little bit more. But that one's like a 50-50. It's not like good or bad. It's some people use this, some people use that. So not a huge deal.
Thank you. Did you try any exposure? Number three. It was good.
Did you try any
exposure for me?
Oh, sorry. It was good exposure for me.
Exposure, good. It was
yeah,
good.
It was
exposure.
good. Sorry, yes. You're reading 4. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, that's good. It was good exposure for me, or it was good practice for me.
Practice experience for me. Good experience.
Good experience, good practice. Yeah, all that.
Thank you. 4. Did you try any small talk, like asking about the weather, or casual conversation, or any chats?
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Did you try any
small talk, casual talk?
Small talk. Did you try any
chat?
I would probably just say small talk generally. Did you try any small talk? Because you wouldn't try a conversation. You have a conversation, right? But yeah, so you would say, did you try any small talk, right? You have to be a bit more specific.
Specific.
Yeah, a little bit more specific.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
5.
Yeah.
Your diction sounds really clear just now. Your pronunciation. Good.
Yep.
Your
pronunciation, your diction, your well, you could say intonation, but that's a bit more weird. You wouldn't really say that. Generally speaking, I would say your pronunciation is more common. Yeah.
It's so downtown, big city, and countryside. It's different intonation or different so diction.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. 6. I think all that repetition.
Yeah.
Repetition.
Repetition.
Repetition with tongue twister is helping. Anything else? Practice. Determination.
Repetition, all that. Yeah, practice.
Practice.
All that. All that practice. All that.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably would just say that. All that practice or all that repetition. Yeah.
Thank you.
Or you could say repeating, I
Repeating.
guess. All that repeating has been good, right?
Okay.
But yeah.
7. That's a joke. Okay. 8.
Yeah.
By the way, do you know any English joke?
Yeah, that's
Mm.
yeah. Okay, those last ones are pretty basic.
Thank you.
Okay, very good.
What do you often use? Progress, conversation, brochure, exposure, small talk, diction.
Diction we never use. Diction is a very old one because people would just say pronunciation or yeah, something like that. So yeah, diction is a bit of a strange one. We wouldn't necessarily say that. Repetition's fine. People use that all the time.
Repeat after me.
Yeah, exposure. Yeah. I think the only ones that we don't really use would be diction. Everything else we use pretty often. So yeah, I probably would say those are pretty normal.
Okay. Progress. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Please try again. Oops. Please try again. Role playing. Okay. Hey Troy, I feel like I've made some progress with my English. That's great.
That's great. Did you have a conversation recently?
Yeah, I talked to a tourist at the station. It was a good exposure for me.
Nice. Did you try any small talk, like asking about the weather?
I did. I said, it's pretty hot day, right? And we laughed.
Good. Awesome. Your diction sounded really clear just now.
Thanks. I think all that repetition with tongue twister is helping.
That's the spirit. By the way, do you know any English jokes?
Nice. Do you use that spirit?
That's the spirit. It's normally used with younger people.
Younger people. It's a good.
But it's very common with it's very common with teachers to students. So it doesn't have to be younger because it could be I'm the teacher, you're the student. But generally, it's like a higher role above someone kind of thing, like a teacher kind of thing. Yeah, or a parent.
Thank you. And repetition. Repetition is it's accent important things.
Yes.
Repetition. Okay.
Making sure you get repetition or repeating. Yeah.
Repeating. Okay. Okay. Last within 1 minute is closing this lesson. Thank you for sharing. We talked about improve your English fluency. It's amazing, and so I really check the little of kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please have a feedback for this lesson.
Well, basically what I said earlier, remember there's certain words that we just don't really use anymore. So like diction, and you can write with them, but you generally are not going to say them. Okay?
Okay. See you next time.